Hi guys, today I'm going to explain from yesterday's price, which was at this level over here, okay, around here. If you're asking me why exactly this thing continued to buy, okay, you need to just step by step. There's no point rushing it. Okay, so now we just go from the H1 time frame. Why? Because in H4 we can't really see anything very clearly. Okay, so we can go here, we can see this this breakout over here area like this, but it's a lot clearer when you see it in H1. So let's say, example, if you were to go into H4 and you were to just mark this Zoro zone just from H4, you would get this area over here, like this. Let's see over here. Okay, why would you get this area over here? Because this was your H4 breakout, and then this was a resistance which got broken out, becomes a support. So in this area below here, you need to find your Zoro, which is here and here. Okay, so then what you do is you open your candlestick, and what you can do is you can see that, okay, you can't enter, don't enter, don't enter, don't enter, don't enter, and then finally this thing broke out here. When price comes back, this is high risk, medium risk, low risk, and it follows the same buy setup. And when it comes back to this zone over here, it's again buy in the high risk zone. Okay, we can follow that H4, yes, but if some of you were to ask me, how do I enter over here? How do I get this entry over here? Because I know a lot of you are following a lot of signal channels and you're wondering, oh, how are they doing it? How are they doing it? So I'm going to explain to you exactly how. So we're only going to explain this just using the Zoro method. Okay, we're not going to do anything too complicated. So this is H1. Okay, we find this in H1. So this is a support which got broken out, comes a resistance. So we need to find a Zoro in this area here. Yes or no? Now, we mark this breakout box, this big. Why? Because you can see that this shadow over here, this was the support where the price went up. This entire shadow we mark. Open the line chart and we go to M30. M30, we can see that clearly there is this Zoro over here. Okay, this one nice clean Zoro. This is also one more Zoro. So we take this and make it into a zone, which is why that when this came and touched here for the first touch, right, I just entered sell. Okay, because I already knew there's 100% going to be a rejection over here. Okay, and this wasn't a very heavy duty layering. Okay, I didn't do any heavy duty layering because I'll only do heavy duty layering when this price really breaks here, comes back, and then only goes down. But as you can see that it didn't do that. So instead what it did was, okay, this is where a lot of you guys would have made a mistake. Okay, because example, let's say this was already your sell. Okay, when price came back here, you would try and sell again, and then it already broke out here. Okay, definitely in M5 it already went and broke out. So now this area, this entire area which was supposed to be a sell, then in this area now, because this broke up, this area becomes a buy. Okay, this area only becomes a sell when this really breaks down this entire breakout box and then continues to go down. So how do you get the buy? Personally, I would have waited for this to really happen first and then enter in this low risk zone. Buy, breakout, come back, and then go up again. And I know for sure that this would have played around with your emotions a lot if, let's say, you were selling. Okay, so how do you get an even more accurate thing? Let's assume that you already missed that setup. Okay, never mind, no worries. Okay, is it fair to say that this is also a resistance which got broken out, support? So in this area here, we need to find our Zoro pattern. So we go to M30. Okay, where can we see in M30 as clear as day? Okay, we can see here, and we can see here. Okay, we just mark this area like so. What we wait for is that price breaks out over here, comes back. So again, this is high risk, medium risk, low risk. Okay, and it has already entered our medium risk zone, and then it continued to fly out. So your risk would have been this entire area, which is around 50 pips. So again, if you have a smaller account, you should be entering only in this low risk area over here, which is exactly in this Zoro zone. Okay, but if you have the ability to float a little bit, you can go from this medium risk to around 30 pips. Okay, as soon as one M5 candle break around here, you already need to cut. So then again, price came back for the second time in our same area here, and then it went flying again, another 100 pips. So now, let's say if you were to ask me, how do you find this sell? Very simple. Again, over here. Okay, over here was a resistance, broke out, became support. So in this area here, we need to find our Zoro zone. This is, let's assume this is a buy zone. Okay, so now we go to M30. You can't see anything other than this. Okay, you only can see this here. Open the candlestick. Okay, and we go to M5. Okay, wait, hold on, let's go here again. Okay, you can see that, okay, did not break our breakout box. Yes or no? This price was supposed to be a buy and break out our breakout box and then only continue to go up, but it did not. It was trying and trying and trying and trying and trying, and then it made this breakout here. So your sell is actually over here. That is how you get your sell set up. That means from here to here, that's how you are sure that it's going to sell. Because example, let's just say, if you assumed, okay, it's not going to break out here because it's already tested many times, and then bam, you took this setup 45 pips. Yes, you can do that. There's nothing wrong with doing that, especially if you go to a lower time frame. But again, we're trying to trade safe. Again, this entire zone over here is 40 pips. This is high risk, medium risk, low risk. So you just need to see how much you're willing to risk. Okay, at the end of the day, you can keep following as many signals as you want. Yes, you can make money by following signals, but how long are you going to do that for? So I rather that if you have a decent amount of capital, then you enter exactly in the zone. Example, let's say over here, the high risk area. What high risk means is that you shouldn't be going in full margining here. Then when the price continues to go and then suddenly breaks up, and then what the fuck are you going to do? So from here to here, you already got your 50 over pips over here. Okay? So let me show you where else. I can even show you where like I made a mistake. Okay? So for example, over here. Okay? This was a support, broke out, resistance. So in this area here, we need to find the Zoro. So in H1, we go to M30. We go to M15. Okay, so in this M15 here, I can see it's so perfect Zoros. Okay, I would actually be targeting, for example, price to come around here, and then come back and retest this area before going up. They did not do that. Example, again, like I said, this H4 over here, that's why this H1, we open this. Okay, this is a big shadow over here. So we go to M15. Okay, we go to M15 and we open this candlestick. So we go to M30. Okay, yeah, M30 you can see clearly. So you can see that. Okay, this was my sell zone, yes? So it actually did respect my sell zone, which was from here to here. That's already 50 pips, okay, 55 pips. But it did not break out. Okay, so over here, I also sold. From here, as soon as it even broke out here, I sold until here, 43 pips. But as soon as it started coming back up, I already knew, okay, if it's really going to break this second time, it'll just bam, but it did not. So it continued and it broke out. It broke out here. Okay, so that is where sometimes, even though you have an idea of where price is going to go, trade what you see. So what did I see? I already saw, okay, price already broke out here. So I cannot be fixated on selling anymore. Plus, this one made high, new high, higher high, and continued to go up. So it's very silly of me to just continue trying to sell, especially when there's no price over here. Okay, so as soon as price came back down, I already knew, okay, you have to reverse. And that is real-time market, so you can't always be right, but you must know how to cut your loss when you're wrong, quickly. Okay, so as soon as one M5 candle, don't waste time, just cut. So I hope this video was helpful. I shall see you guys in the next one. God bless.